morning, Mr. Chair. I will summarize what my teammates have said. Why ignore all this and create a new situation for bloodshed? A two-state solution based on the right of self-determination for both nations makes one more sense for both sides of the conflict. As the Prime Minister said about equality, how can you say about equality? It will become one state, if Israelites and the Palestinians will have one state solution, it means they should agree on which belief or tradition they will follow. And how can they say that they will be able to have the freedom or independence? How can you say there's one state solution, there will be independence? Because of course there will be a civil war against both countries. Because Palestinian is very greedy. They asked the Israelites that the Israelites already given them 95% of their land, but the Palestinians didn't agree and want the entire land. And how can it is already the point of view that if one of we can already think of that view when they will have one state solution, then it will lead a conflict about agreeing something in a state. And they also talk about they will be sharing in common. I don't think it is easy for them to share. As I said a while ago, Palestinians were greedy, and the settlement will be grouped and annexed Israel will compensate Palestine with Israeli territory. Jerusalem will become the capital of two states. The Holy Mountain will be controlled by a committee of the three religions. The fence will become the borderline between the two states. The fence will become the borderline between the two states with some changes. The accusation against Israel will stop. Compensation for Palestinian and Jewish refugees from Arab countries will be agreed upon.
How can you assure to us that two-state policy is better than one state? And what is your basis for your answer?
In one state, of course, we cannot avoid the disadvantages which can become for two-state solution. In one state solution, there will be a civil war, but in one state solution, it can at least lessen the conflict between them because they can, of course, independent. Because of their independence, they can use what they have. They believe they can follow what they do. And because if they will have a one state solution, and of course, as you said, there's also a disadvantage. It will lead to civil war, as I said. And again, you said about discrimination. If there's a one state, it will lessen the discrimination. No! Once Israelites and Palestinians will be in one state, they will start to discriminate their independence of what they do. Example, their beliefs. They will explain what they will do and what is right. The Jewish refugees from our country still agree about both sides being fair and of conflict. That's all.
I agree on the opposition that this will be a two-state policy, because if there's a one-state policy, what's the point? There's still be violence, disturbances, and terrorist attacks. I mean, if there will be a one-state policy, of course they'll only choose one, and they cannot choose among the two, either Palestine or Israel, and that's not true unity, because they'll only choose one team vote for one country. And And since the Israelites were, as the witch said, the Israelites gave land to the Palestinians, they're not just contented. I mean, why can't they just be contented of the land that the Israelites gave them? The Israelites have already been generous enough to provide land. And as I end my speech, and as I end this speech, I would ask which would prefer a two-state which already somehow contented and already peaceful, or a one state which has so many disagreements, violences against each other.